Hey everyone, welcome back to another braces update. And this is 4 months since I've gotten my braces, and definitely I've seen a lot of changes. I just went this past week to get my new adjustment, and definitely I would say every week that I go, whenever I go, the whole week after I get my adjustment, it hurts. It doesn't hurt, but it's a lot of pressure. So definitely I can tell that my teeth, for one, are moving, changes are happening, and that a lot of progress has been made since I started. And to me, it's very surprising because I've only had them for 4 months so far, and I can already tell that there's a huge difference. I was talking to a female member today, and she mentioned how much of a difference she's seen in the 4 months alone. So it's crazy. I can tell you for sure. I'm not regretting this decision at all. I'm glad I've made it now rather than waiting longer. As an adult, it's not easy when you first take that step to get braces because there's a lot of adjustments that you have to get used to at first. And especially being an adult, you kind of are like, you want to be professional and still look professional. Don't look, too young or anything. But having braces definitely is a life-changing event that it won't be whenever you first get them. You will have to get adjusted to like a new habits of like from brushing your teeth to eating different foods and learning how to eat properly with your braces. So with that in mind, this last adjustment that I went to, I'll show you a close-up of what it looks like right now, and I'll tell you a little bit about what I got done this time and what I can expect for the next adjustment. So here's a video of that. So as you can tell, I've got new wires. The top last time if you go back to my 3-month adjustment braces update, you'll see that I had a very thin wire at the bottom and a thicker wire at the top, and where I have my gaps, or where they extracted the teeth, which was right here and here, I had power chains. So they used us to, close gaps or close spaces. I had those. This time that I went back, they actually switched my bottom wire to a thicker wire, which was actually what I already had at the top. It's like a process. Like they tried it first at the top with the top teeth, and then they move on with the bottom teeth. So now my bottom teeth have actually that thick wire, and both of them now have the same type of wire, but I don't have power chain. So now all of them, even the back molars, are engaged to the wire. Previously they were not. So it was easier to floss in the back, like the back two teeth on each side was easier. But now, because they're all engaged in the wire, it's another process that I have to get used to now. So that's what happened with my bottom teeth. Making a lot of progress. I have some gaps forming, especially where the teeth are being pushed back. But we're not gonna worry about that just yet. He mentioned that next time we go, it's gonna be different. I'll tell you what I'm gonna get done next time later. So with the top teeth, yes, now I have the same wire that I had previously, which was a thicker wire. With the top teeth, they've always been engaged, all of them, to the wire. But however, I don't know if you'll see it in the close-up, but if you like pause it and see, my front four teeth, these her teeth have actually a double wire. And the reason for that, there's a couple things. So my front two teeth, like right in the middle, they are like, one is like a little bit more at the front than the other one, so they're not at the same level. So they're trying to have them both be at the same level, like right next to each other. And there was another thing where my teeth, the shape of them, it's kind of like not really, they don't fit in like this. It was more like this, to where there was a gap in between both of them. So he actually went ahead this last time that I went. The assistant was asking him about what we were gonna do this time, because he had mentioned to me, even this was even before I got the braces, he mentioned to me that he was gonna try his best for me not to have a gap in the middle. Like it wasn't gonna be a super noticeable gap, like you'd be able to tell from far. But if you were like super close to me, you probably could tell there was a gap. So he was like, we're gonna try to close it as much as possible. So he polished my teeth right in the middle. And I was worried when I got out of the office, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm having the gap. But he did tell me I was gonna be in a lot of pain that day, especially the day that I got it, because they were gonna try to push in all four of those teeth to close that gap. And that's why I have a double wire now from these to here. So those have like one straight wire on top of the thick wire. I have another one that goes around those. But now I don't have the gap. Like, I'm not joking with you when I said I went in for my appointment around 10 o'clock in the morning, and I get out of the appointment like at, I don't know, 10:30 maybe, 10:20 something. Went to work after that, got to work. I don't recall like looking at my teeth or anything, but when I got out of the office, got home, and I was doing whatnot, I came and went to the bathroom to see the gap, because my teeth had been in a lot of pain all day whenever I went to that appointment. It was just really painful, not just in the front, but everywhere, especially the bottom ones, because they were not used to thick wire. So I go to the bathroom, and this is like probably 6-7 o'clock when I look at my teeth again from the morning, and I realize the gap in here in the middle, it's completely gone. Like, it wasn't huge, like he didn't polish it to like the point where it was like this spread, but it was big. Like, I could, if I like looked at it really close with my mirror, I could tell there was a gap right there. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope it closes in like a week. It closed in 8 hours or less. Like, I was very much surprised of how much it could do in one day, in hours alone. So really excited about that, and really excited about the changes coming to my teeth. As you can tell in the close-up, there's a lot. Like, I feel like they're pretty, I wouldn't say they're straight. Like, I mean, they've made a lot of progress definitely from the beginning, but I can tell there's a lot of changes happening, and I'm so excited because it's only been 4 months, and I cannot stress enough that it's been 4 months and my teeth have moved a lot. And I attribute a lot of that effort and give a lot of the credit to the fact that I've been very consistent with my cleaning, because you have to take care of those gums for sure. Please take care of your gums. I've heard a lot of things that like if you have clean gums, like very healthy gums, your teeth are gonna move faster. And possibly, I mean, my gums are really really healthy, and I keep up a lot with it. I mean, I go to the dentist every time, like twice a year for my cleaning. So I cannot stress enough how important it is for you to do your cleaning every single day and be very diligent about it, if you want to see changes like I've seen. So for next time that I go back to my next adjustment, which won't be until I have braces for 6 months, because my orthodontist works that way. Like, it's every other month. You don't go every month like most people do. My orthodontist is one where I go every 2 months. So in 9 weeks, I'll be going back, and that time we're gonna start closing all those gaps. So I'm so excited about it because I think that would be at that point one of those huge things. Like I'll be able to see more progress, even more. Right now, as you can tell, my top teeth and my bottom teeth are like, there's a tiny little gap between both of them where they can like where they connect. There's like a tiny bit of gap. And right now I don't have I wouldn't say I don't have an underbite or an overbite. They're like more on top of each other. They're like this right now. So I'm sure he's gonna at some point start doing my bite as well. So that will be probably, I'm guessing, maybe, I don't know, after a year mark. I'm not sure. Like I just trust him what he does, but I do ask questions. Like I asked him this time, like, oh, I've seen this tooth move a lot. Like there's a gap now. You'll be able to tell, like right there, there's a gap. And these teeth used to be like sticking out right here. I'm not kidding you. This tooth has like out here, right there. Now it's gone so far back that I'm like so impressed beyond belief. Like I'm so impressed. And so I asked him about that, and that's when he mentioned about, next time you come back, we're gonna have to start working on those gaps. And it's one step at a time too. Like don't rush it either, because I feel like if you rush this process, it might end up being less than or like maybe not as great as you might think, and maybe your results won't last as much. I know I'm not gonna have braces for the rest of my life, but I know that the time that I have him, I want to take care of him, and I want to, everything to go as planned, so that I don't ever have to wear braces and for the rest of my life ever again. So I would highly suggest you, like, if you trust the person that you went with, the person that you decided to have the treatment with, I would trust them 100% and just ask questions, be wise with the things that you ask. And if you had doubts about something, just bring it up and, ask them what can you expect. So, okay, I'm going to finish with my top teeth. On top of having double wire now with my top teeth, I also have a power chain connecting the 4 teeth as well. And you will see them, how they're connected, because they're like all connected. And they changed my elastics for my ceramic transparent braces at the top. The bottom ones are always the same, like they don't do anything. So that concludes my 4-month update. I'm so excited about the changes I've seen in just 4 months. It's like crazy just to think that in 4 months I would see this many changes. I really thought it was gonna take probably a year to see this, but I'm so glad I did it. So I would encourage you all to, like, if you are about to start this process, or if you're already starting this process and you're not really convinced, I can tell you for sure, when you start seeing changes, you're definitely are gonna start being very impressed with what your teeth can do, and all the changes that would happen within months. I remember like the first month that I got my braces on, I was like, I want to see changes tomorrow. But it's not gonna happen like that. It's gonna take some months at least. But once you start seeing it, you just get excited because you're like, oh my gosh, now I'm seeing this, now I'm seeing that, and it just gets better with time. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted, and then probably when I go back in a couple months, I'll probably post another update if there are any like big changes that I see. If there are little changes, I'll probably make a brief video and let you guys know what's going on. So I hope to see you guys next time.